experts warn that another pandemic is inevitable with Agent X. That is an unknown pandemic, potentially around the corner. Yes, I heard you say God forbid, but preparation is crucial. It's precisely this preparation that led to the 10th Biosecurity Conference in Lagos. And one of our own, a true Lagosian, Justice Kekere-Ekun, the second female Chief Justice of Nigeria, was honored with a dinner by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. We've got these stories and more for you. So fasten your seatbelts. We'll be landing in 25 minutes. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adini.
Ẹni tí ò dé kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò yìn ẹkùn kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò yìn ẹkùn.
Health experts converged on Lagos for the 10th African Conference on One Health and Biosecurity. The second day of the conference focuses on sharing cutting-edge research, innovative solutions, and evidence-based policies to strengthen Africa's biosecurity landscape. At the event, former governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Fashola, says another pandemic is unavoidable in Africa, particularly in Nigeria, and Lagos remain vulnerable. Africa's rapid urbanization, driven by climate change, heightens biosecurity concerns as megacities become hotspots for infectious disease outbreaks and health toxicity. As Nigeria's economic hub and most populous city, Lagos State faces unique challenges as a megacity. Having weathered crises like the Ebola virus disease and COVID-19, the state has shown resilience. Nonetheless, the intensifying risk of climate change and biosecurity implications require swift, sustained, and escalating proactive interventions, underscoring the need for this 10th Assembly. Experts in epidemiology, virology, biosafety, researchers from across Africa and beyond, along with policymakers, gathered to share their latest findings and insights on pressing biosecurity issues. The medical professionals say 60% of infectious diseases, including Ebola, COVID-19, influenza, monkeypox, Lassa fever, and others, have zoonotic origins, necessitating collaborative One Health approaches and advanced synthetic biology to mitigate global biosecurity risks in Africa.
The emerging man-made threats are typically things like synthetic biology, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and quantum computing. No synthetic biology is happening on the continent of Africa in terms of research. Why is that important? It's important because it leaves us vulnerable.
Our policies, our strategies, our approach must start changing for us to effectively address the emerging challenges facing us in our world today. And the time to prepare is now. It is time of peace that you prepare for war.
The pressing question is, how prepared are Africa, Nigeria, and Lagos State to tackle Agent X, the unknown outbreak that is looming?
Lagos State right now has a bill in the House of Assembly that is called the Lagos State Wealth Fund. And that's a fund that addresses emergencies that we don't know.
This is the time that we must ensure that we end practices like open defecation and open urination. It must come to an end.
For Africa, the question is no longer if, but when it's the next pandemic.
Our leader, our brother, our friend.
It's day 2 of the 10th African Conference on One Health and Biosecurity, which focuses on strengthening Africa's capacity to tackle emerging global health crises from Ebola to COVID-19 and beyond. Lagos State's high population density makes it vulnerable to the rapid spread of contagions through its land, water, and air borders. The experiences of the 2014 Ebola virus disease and the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic serve as significant examples. It was under Babatunde Fashola's administration as governor of Lagos State that the Ebola virus disease outbreak occurred in 2014. For him, failing to prepare for future emergencies would have catastrophic consequences.
How many people really know what happened during Ebola? We saw one movie, right? With every commendation to that movie, it doesn't tell the story of what happened. How many of you are aware that one of the infected persons, at the time the person became symptomatic, went into a bank? So those were responsibilities that we managed. We called in the bank MD, and we had to go through the bank. We had to find all the people who came to the bank that day, and all those who worked in the bank that day, and then those were the levels of contact tracing that we did. One person who was symptomatic also went to a church. So I had to call the head of the church to say, we are coming in. That was the level of work that went down. And I think that given the quality of our global reputation in terms of cinematography now, there will be nothing more commendable to invest money in for communication in a proper documentary of what happened, not only during Ebola, but also during COVID. The greatest bequest of modern medicine to our civilization is sanitation. One thing to say very, very, very clearly, there will be more pandemics. So it's not good news, but this is where the world now is.
Experts say strengthening Africa's health security requires investments in disease surveillance, research, data collection and sharing, regional partnerships, and curbing brain drain.
Now we are under-resourced. We lose about 1,000 also annually. We can start immediately a rent-to-home scheme for health workers,
where we focus on prevention, where we're not responding, where we're not losing lives unnecessarily.
With Lagos State's Biobank and Biosafety Level 3 facilities, the state is better prepared, but much work remains to be done.
Over 30 years, the idea is that Lagos becomes a center for medical tourism, and we're in the process of breaking ground for the proposed Infectious Disease Research Institute of Lagos. And so instead of just building general hospitals or promoting the private sector to build general facilities, we need to start specializing and building facilities that would retain patients in Lagos and also attract patients to Lagos in the reversal process.
At the event, former Governor Babatunde Fashola was honored with an award for his exemplary leadership in combating the Ebola outbreak during his tenure, saving many lives through swift and decisive action. As the curtain draws on this year's biosecurity conference, the aim is to look beyond COVID-19 and foster stronger policy frameworks, advance scientific innovation, and promote cross-border collaboration to safeguard the health and well-being of Africans. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged tradesmen and artisans in the state to prioritize innovation and training in their respective fields to achieve excellence. This call to action comes as the state government announces an increase in the annual subvention for the Lagos State's Council of Tradesmen and Artisans from 6 million naira to 15 million naira. Governor Sanwo-Olu made this statement at the 12th graduation ceremony of 1,200 upskilled tradesmen and artisans in the state. It's the 12th graduation ceremony of 1,200 upskilled tradesmen and artisans in Lagos State. For Governor Sanwo-Olu, the training for the artisans and tradesmen is to create opportunities for them and make them to be more effective and efficient in their chosen fields so that they can become employers of labor.
Money 6 million I'm full as quota tele. Abi? You da. So by virtue of the fact that I'm your governor and I'm happy with you, I must the 15 million. No, it's okay. You deserve it. It is not a gift. It's to help the association to be able to support and encourage your membership, to be able to stand firm and know that this government works and works well for you.
By engaging more hands in trade, the tradesmen and artisans will reduce number of unemployment. Governor Sanwo-Olu also urged the artisans to take advantage of the State Employment Trust Fund.
You that are employing 2, 3, 4 people, you are the backbone of the economy. You are the ones that give hope to people that believe they don't have hope again. And so you are the real changers. You are the real renewed hope that Mr. President is talking about. And so we're happy that today we're celebrating you and we're sorting you out.
Earlier in his speech, the State Commissioner for Wealth Creation and Employment said the training was to equip the artisans with technical skills to enhance their efficiency, give them vital information that will bring about innovation in their skills.
The training will also ensure that artisans become 21st century compliant in line with the 3+ agenda, which includes social inclusion, gender equality, and youth empowerment. Better hope for Lagos, better day for Lagos. Better Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, Sanwo-Olu. Kekere-Ekun, video and music, editor, motor mechanics and technicians, Lawal Abdulaziz.
Governor Sanwo-Olu has assured the business community of an enabling environment that is powered by a digital-friendly economy, which will open more paths to commercial activities. Speaking at the closing ceremony of the 2024 Lagos International Trades Fair organized by the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Governor Sanwo-Olu said that Lagos remains a city where innovation and resilience meet, and that the state is committed to building digital space that will galvanize economic development at all levels. The 10-day trading activities at the Lagos International Trade Fair 2024 have come to an end, but the impact is just beginning to unfold. This year's fair, which took place from November 1 to November 10 at the Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos, brought together businesses, entrepreneurs and investors from across the globe. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has arrived to officially close this year's International Trade Fair. The governor affirmed that micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, are the backbone of any vibrant economy, and Lagos is no exception, as it is working assiduously through different agencies to support tech startups and other skill to enable SMEs to thrive in both local and global markets.
Sometimes people think that it is the Dangotes and all of the big people that are the real engine. It's you, the small, employers of labor, right? Employing 5, 10, 15 people. Because everywhere, in the world, we need you. Because a large corporate or government can never be able to recruit everybody. But once you have a small business, and from your own business, you're able to recruit or employ or engage 5, 10 people. Once you multiply it, then you are the real engines of growth.
The governor, who was elated to have seen how the business community embraced the opportunities at the trade fair, however, urged every critical stakeholder to collaborate, innovate and push forward a shared vision of a prosperous, inclusive and resilient Lagos.
As we embrace the theme, connecting businesses, creating value, let us also remember that this vision extends beyond government's effort. It requires the dedication of every entrepreneur, worker and citizens of Lagos and Nigeria. Together, we believe we can build on the economy that grows and empowers, that serves and that sustains.
The State Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Mrs. Folashade Ambrose Medebem, said the fair underscored the commitment of the state government in equipping and enhancing the business partnership with the private sector, thereby leveraging technology to position Lagos as a gateway to Nigerian and African markets.
From manufacturing to commerce, we are focused on an enabling environment that supports innovation, encourages investment, and facilitates seamless connectivity between local and international businesses.
I especially want to appreciate the Governor of Lagos State. We applaud the disposition and commitment of the Governor to promote close collaboration between the state government and the organized private sector.
The fair aimed to boost Nigeria's competitiveness, produce more value-added goods, and create revenue. The event provided a platform for networking, wealth creation, and economic growth. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has held a special dinner in honor of Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kekere-Ekun, as the second female CJN and a Lagosian following her swearing-in on 30th September this year. We were at the Marina Lagos House venue of the event. On Saturday, November 9, 2024, Lagos House Marina played host to a gathering of eminent judges from Nigeria. Distinguished guests, including top government officials from Lagos State and nationwide. Traditional rulers and prominent religious leaders attended this significant event. They have all gathered to honor one of their own, Justice Kekere-Ekun, the new Chief Justice of Nigeria. Speaking with us, former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Ariwola, who retired in August this year, and others praised Justice Kekere-Ekun as the round peg in a round hole. They described the new CJN as a decent and disciplined individual, known for integrity and incorruptibility.
Very disciplined, a jurist to the core. She knows what she's doing. She can never be compromised. Aside from the fact that we became lawyers together over 40 years ago, she's going to be one of the best head of courts a Nigerian can be proud of.
I see the coming on board of Kekere-Ekun CJN as a period of restoration, as a period of discipline.
As a Lagosian, I'm very proud. It's very significant for me. If you look back, there have been probably 3 Lagosians who have been CJN. She's making the third, Taslim Elias and Atoda Fatai Williams. So it's a great thing. She's second female, and it's a fantastic feeling to have somebody from your own home soil occupying this high office.
And from day one, what she's been noted for is her honesty, her integrity, and hard work. And her brilliance as well. So at this stage, she has matured more on all these character and disposition. And so one will not expect anything less than a great improvement in the judiciary and the judicial system as a whole.
Justice Kekere-Ekun arrived at the Lagos House Marina at exactly 6:47 p.m. This dinner honoring Justice Kudirat Motomori Olatokunbo Kekere-Ekun, GCON, Chief Justice of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is to celebrate her significant contributions as a proud daughter of Lagos and a pioneering figure in Nigeria's judiciary. Under the progressive leadership of past governors, Lagos has pioneered significant judicial reforms that have established a benchmark for the entire country. Governor Sanwo-Olu takes great pride in Lagos' ability to nurture some of the most outstanding legal talents, both among practitioners and judges. The governor expressed confidence that the new Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun, will not see the judiciary as just an arm of government, but a gatekeeper of justice, protector of the rights of the citizens, and the defender of the Constitution.
You stand as the second woman in history to hold the office of the Chief Justice of Nigeria, a monumental achievement that fills every Lagosian with pride and honor. We celebrate not only your achievements, but the significance of your leadership for every woman in Nigeria, for every young girl who dreams of a life of impact. Your assertion speaks powerfully to the boundless potentials of women.
Two Lagosians, Justice Abibu Abiru of the Supreme Court and Justice Lawal Akapo of the Court of Appeal, were also celebrated for their recent elevation. And for Governor Sanwo-Olu, it's a celebration of the place of Lagos in the development of jurisprudence in Nigeria, noting that Lagos has produced many of the finest legal minds Nigeria has seen on the bar and the bench. Justice Kekere-Ekun, who is deeply touched by the show of love by the Lagos State government, commended Governor Sanwo-Olu and the previous governors for their commitment to the judiciary and infrastructure.
I am reminded of the enduring spirit of our great state and its profound influence in my life and career. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for hosting this reception and for recognizing the journey I have been privileged to take in the service of our nation's judiciary. It is a call to lead, to inspire, and to champion the integrity of our judiciary at a time when public trust in institutions is more critical than ever. I am committed to upholding the high standards of our judiciary, promoting judicial independence, and fostering an environment where the rule of law prevails.
Also speaking, Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, former Governor of Lagos State Babatunde Fashola, and other speakers praised Justice Kekere-Ekun for her courage and high level of integrity, both at the bar and the bench, especially as a judge of Magistrate Court, High Court, Court of Appeal, and Supreme Court before being appointed as the Chief Justice of Nigeria.
Your ascent to the highest judicial office sends a powerful message that excellence knows no gender. This inspires all of us who champion gender equality.
One would have thought that perhaps it was her gender that would color the appointment, because she's just the second female to hold that very high and exalted office. But on the contrary, it is not her gender, it is her integrity that has colored the appointment. There were conversations in informal places where I can now go, and they were saying, we hear she's a very tough woman. We hear she's a very upright woman. I hope things will get better now that she's in charge. And we hear she's very organized. And just this morning, we were at another event, and in referring to her, somebody referred to her as a no-nonsense person. She's not just a no-nonsense person. I think what she really exudes is values, integrity, and character.
Justice Kekere-Ekun embodies a source of pride for every Lagosian. Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun made history as the second female Chief Justice of Nigeria and the first from the Southwest geopolitical zone, and a Lagosian. As a lot rests on a table to fix, may God guide and direct our affairs in the right way. Do I hear you say amen? Amen. And that does it on today's edition of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for being a part of it. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeni.